What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Week in Review, your one-stop shop for everything that happened in the past week here in the Neo ecosystem. As always, if you appreciate what you're seeing, don't hesitate to hit that thumbs up button and to follow our YouTube feed. I apologize that this is a day late, but I was traveling yesterday as I was in New York for the Tribeca Film Festival, working on the one-band activation, which we'll talk about next. So let's kick this thing off. Neo and advisory film DGens.WTF announced a $150,000 sponsorship of the short film entitled Shadow Brother Sunday, which was the directorial debut of A-list celebrity Alden Ehrenreich, who played young Han Solo in the most recent Solo film. The short film premiered at Tribeca Film Festival, and afterward, there was a silent charity auction and afterparty that was thrown by DGens.WTF and COZ. At the event, there was a physical NFT memorabilia that was launched on the Neo blockchain and used the one-band rings to verify an individual's bid. These NFTs were tied to the original physical 35mm film frames from the Shadow Brother Sunday film, which became the first Hollywood memorabilia to be minted on the Neo blockchain. Proceeds from the auction will be donated to Red Eye, a nonprofit organization aiming to build a brighter future for children who are living in poverty through the entertainment industry. I was at the event and was able to get an interview of some of the attendees that were there, so keep your ears to the ground for some interviews that will be coming out in the following week or so. And congratulations to COZ for throwing an awesome after party and for being able to onboard so many new users into the ecosystem and to successfully auction off 15 different pieces of non-fungible items. Can't wait to see what these look like in the wild. Flamingo had a role at Web3 Berlin, which took place June 10th and June 11th in Berlin. At the event, Flamingo hosted a DeFi workshop where they onboarded users into the Neo ecosystem by teaching them how to use a Neo wallet and by gifting them about $10 in tokens so they could learn how to use the Flamingo platform. A quick video of the event can be found over on the Flamingo Twitter page. Welcome to the ecosystem, all the new members of the Flam Fam. Forthewin Network announced two forthcoming cross-chain features, the FTW Bridge and FTW Neo. The FTW Bridge will connect to different EVM-supported chains and will also allow Smith-born tokens to be migrated across the chains that the bridge supports. And when users migrate their Neo tokens to an EVM chain, the gas that is collected from the Neo token rewards will instead now be converted into NEP tokens and will be distributed to the FTW Neo that is now wrapped on other EVM-supported chains. DogeRift announced the beta launch of the Android version of its 3D Metaverse World game, with plans for iOS Apple phones noted to be coming soon. Links to the .apk can be found on the DogeRift server. DogeRift also released patch 1.2.0, which included features such as friends lists, new football stadiums, UI improvements, and performance enhancements. To check out the new mobile version of the game, head over to the DogeRift Discord server. Meme to Earn launched a new ambassadors program for members of its community. As part of the ambassadors program, individuals will be rewarded from a pool of $400 in tips tokens for their individual community building efforts. The initiative was designed to encourage platform growth and development of the meming platform on the Neo blockchain. O3 Labs shared a community poll seeking input as to whether Neo N3 should be integrated into the O3 swap. If approved, Neo will be the first non-EVM blockchain that's added to O3 swap. While O3 Labs had its start in the Neo ecosystem, and Neo Legacy was initially on O3 Swap, the team hadn't begun talking about implementing Neo N3 until recently. Neo News Today released episode 39 of the Smart Economy podcast featuring Oliver Lynch, the CEO of Bittrex Global. Topics of discussion included the differences between Bittrex and Bittrex Global, forthcoming conversations between Bittrex Global and US regulators, the various differences between international jurisdictions, and much more. Head over to smarteconomypodcast.com to check out the latest episode. In token listings, gas was added to the Huobi centralized custodial exchange and now has a gas USDT pair. Lastly, in upcoming events, on June 15th, the founder of FrankCoin, Frank, will be joining a Ghost Market Twitter Spaces to talk about his forthcoming game launching on the Neo blockchain. And on June 20th, Forthewin Finance will be joining Neo Live, which takes place on the official Neo Telegram channel, to talk about the forthcoming lending protocol that will be launching on the Neo N3 blockchain. And that just about does it for this past week of happenings and ongoings in the Neo ecosystem. As always, if you appreciate what you're seeing here, please don't hesitate to hit that thumbs up button and to follow our YouTube feed. And if you're a Neo token holder, then please consider voting for Neo News Today as your council candidate. We've proudly been serving the Neo ecosystem since 2017 and will continue to contribute portions of our council income directly back into ecosystem growth initiatives. So thank you so much for sharing a little bit of time with us to hear what happened in our neck of the woods, and we look forward to seeing you next week.